Hi, today I'm going to walk you through setting up Apple Search Ads advanced campaigns using the Search Ads CLI. So this will assume that you already have an Apple Search Ads account and that you've created an API key to use. If you haven't, you can refer to the docs in GitHub for more information on those steps. But to get started, we'll see that I have my Search Ads advanced dashboard here. I have no campaigns running. So let's install the CLI and set up some campaigns. So let's install first. Now we should be able to run search ads help for a list of commands. Search ads CLI help for a list of commands. So the first thing you're going to want to do is run search ads CLI config. Now, since I've already configured this, I have the configuration saved here. But if there's any of these required values that were missing, I'd be prompted to enter them. So I'll need a path to the private key file, which the CLI will use for authentication. And then you'll need a client ID, team ID, key ID, org ID, and app ID, which you'll get from the Apple Search Ads dashboard. So once those are all set up, I can run search ads CLI, set up campaigns. And now the setup wizard will walk me through the information needed. So the first question is the country code. The default here is US. If you wanted to run campaigns for a certain region, like US, Canada, and Mexico, I could do a comma separated list here. For this, I'm just going to use the default value US. So the Search Ads CLI is going to do a lookup for any active campaigns already running in these countries. We saw on the dashboard that there's none running, but if there were, I'd be prompted to pause those first before setting up new campaigns so they don't conflict with each other. But there was no active campaigns running in the US, so I didn't have to pause anything. And now a default keyword bid. So you can and should override this bid on a keyword by keyword basis. But to start, I'm just going to use 50 cents here as my default. So that was the keyword bid. Now I'm prompted to enter a daily budget for each of the three campaigns. So the daily budget doesn't guarantee that you'll spend that much. You could think about it like a spend cap in a way. So for the discovery campaign, you typically want that around 20% of your overall campaign budget. So I'm going to leave that at 10. For the competitor campaign, I'm also going to set that to 10. And this will only be run if I add any competitor keywords, which I may or may not do, but I'll set the bid at 10. And then the exact campaign, that should be the bulk of your budget where you're bidding on exact keywords. And I will set that as 40. All right, so we could see success messages that the three campaigns were created. There's a call out here to not modify any of the campaign or ad group names in the dashboard directly because the CLI relies on a particular naming convention for keyword management. So with this success, let's go into the dashboard and refresh. And we can see these three campaigns set up with the daily budgets that's specified. And if I go into one of these campaigns, you'll see the ad groups are set up. So in the discovery campaign, I have a search match and broad match ad group already set up and running. So at this point, the next thing I'll want to do is actually add keywords to bid on. So coming back to the CLI, run search ads, CLI, add keywords. So this will prompt me to choose which campaign I want to add the keywords for. So since I have one campaign set that I just created for the US, I'm going to choose that one. If I did have another campaign set, maybe running in a different region, I could choose that one because oftentimes you want different keywords in different regions. I just have one option here. So now I'm prompted to enter a comma separated list of keywords, or they could be phrases, so you could have spaces between the words. This is for a stretching and flexibility app, so why don't I just add stretching and flexibility and yoga. So now the CLI has set up these keywords. Let's go into the dashboard and see how it looks. So let's head back to the home page here. We don't see any changes on this page, but if I go into this exact campaign and go to all keywords, we'll see the 3 keywords I created with my default bid that I had set up all running. And you'll notice that these are exact matches. So anytime someone types in yoga exactly, I'm bidding 50 cents for that spot. But we've also set up those campaigns or set up those keywords in the discovery campaign. So we use this campaign to actually discover or find new keywords that I might want to bid on. So how this works, so if we go to all keywords here, you'll see yoga, flexibility, and stretching are also added to this campaign, but they're not added as exact matches. They're added as broad matches, meaning if someone types in a word that Apple thinks is similar to yoga, flexibility, or stretching, I'll bid on those as well. But to keep this campaign from competing with the exact campaign, we've also added some negative keywords. So the exact match for yoga, stretching, and flexibility are negative keywords in this discovery campaign. So this is the kind of complex keyword management that Search Ad CLI takes care of for you. So this was a pretty quick demo, but hopefully this gives you an idea of what you can do with the CLI. Thanks.